Welcome to one of the NFL's signature venues, Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, a pair of rivals from the AFC West, between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewan here with you as we get set for a division rematch, Brock. One side seeking the sweep, and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division.
The ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And we're off from Arrowhead. Tank Bigsby here with the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Now one of the Chiefs in some pain out there, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's helped by the trainers. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They'll give up the gut to Bigsby. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Broncos.
They run it again with Bigsby. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. In motion right is Mims. Again, it's Bigsby. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third down, they need 7. To the air on 3rd and long. He brings it in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
That's good for our Broncos. First down. A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Denver.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Pass play now. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Now, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed.
On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt. And he drives this into the pouring rain. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Kate, he's had some time to work past their last game, and he needed every second of it. 4-interception game isn't easy for anybody to move on from, even for the shortest of innings. He's got to get his head right this week. This team needs him to deliver.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard.
Once again, it's Vaughn. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
It's Vaughn again. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. 16 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
On the stop. No gain on the play.
Shotgun handoff for Vaughn. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. So a punt coming up on 4th down, and it's against Belgian native Corliss Waitman with the honors. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
Now come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
At the 22-yard line.
Receiver in motion, going left. Takes the 2nd down snap. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the 2nd time this game. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Caught by his fullback behind the line. And it doesn't get much, up to maybe their own 40. Greg Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Intended for Noah Gray. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and
short, here's Mahomes. Dump off to his fullback. On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And this weather, Brock, has been disrupting a lot of what both of these teams are trying to do. At this point, you gotta wonder who's going to switch up their game plan first.
Yeah, when you practice indoors or out under the clear skies, you don't get a lot of this. It is coming down on him.
And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Broncos, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. Now we'll run this with Bigsby. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
The tackle made by Christian Fulton.
Here's a throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On the give, it's Bigsby. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on that game. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Broncos, first down. It's a gain of 3. And the Broncos first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side. Back to their own side of the field now, Brock. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Like the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Throwing from the gun. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play. Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. The Chiefs offense out to take over. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They've got a first to begin the frame. Vaughn running dead ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Throw here, 3rd down. Lofts it deep right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that brings up 4th and long.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. So here comes the Bronco offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback, as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
First
They get
down.
18 yards out of it and a new set of
A gain
downs.
18 on the play. First
A
down.
run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, looking for options. He got it along the sideline, but just couldn't bring it in within the field of play. That's incomplete. We've got third down.
Noel Williams on the coverage.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hawkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. It looks to be at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And it's been a very slow start offensively. Let's see if this drive is the one they can break through and put up the game's first points. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And that is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
A loss of 1.
That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something, an injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Broncos take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
I'll throw it. Hits his running back. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack brings the offense to fourth down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Up the middle, Vaughn. Well, I'm not seeing the signal for a safety, Brock, but he did not dodge it by much. That run just gets back to the line. This is Vaughn. And they're going to manage to take him down at the 12. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Gray. He's going to have them up to that 23. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
A give to Vaughn out of the shotgun. He runs it up to midfield. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45.
It's a gain of 32 yards.
Now a handoff for Vaughn. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
And no return here as this one ends up going out of bounds. Denver set to take the field on offense. And coming off a 3-and-out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. The Chiefs and Deuce Vaughn out to begin another drive. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. We're to the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. And it's the Chiefs facing 2nd and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this up to his own 44. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 6
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out about the 15-yard line. The Broncos offense all set to go. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Carry here for Bigsby. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
That's another Broncos first down.
Running left with Bigsby. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5.
He's brought down.
Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing on seconds. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense in the hurry up here.
Gain of 6. That's another Broncos first.
Working on first down. Brought in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Now the Broncos take their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
At the Chiefs,
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They're throwing it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. So that's halftime, and we've arrived here scoreless. Now let's head over to our buddy Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime
Our spin
Report.
around the NFL starts now. We begin at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The 49ers at home to take on Tampa Bay. And it's Brock Purdy.
Safe to say this has been a defensive slobber knocker through two, right? Maybe some points finally on the horizon as we resume play. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Chiefs and Deuce Vaughn out to begin another drive. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Side with Vaughn. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Finds his man, Gray. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Goes for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line.
The
Broncos running their offense out once again.
At their own 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
That's good for a Broncos first down.
Now it's Bigsby. Works the sideline inside the 35. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line.
That's another Broncos.
From the gun, it's a get to Bigsby. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop.
Sneed on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 24-yard line.
And this is down to the doorstep of that red zone. Another yard to reach it and pick up that first down, too. Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
He has it on the QB sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up up 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Bigsby. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now. And they're whistling for a stop. It looks like that's one of the Chiefs in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They run it again with Bigsby. And his charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. When it comes into play, 1st and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves a hole.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Broncos grab the lead on their first series of the half. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Chiefs, nothing.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away.
For the Broncos.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Are they going to run him down? And the tackle saves a touchdown, but they still take over inside the red zone.
Hey, I know we all wanted to see him finish that score. His teammates certainly did as he was rolling down the field. But this offense will tip the cap and say thank you kindly and try to go finish the touchdown off themselves.
The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And talk about a dream position, Brock. Heading out with 1st and goal waiting for him. The return couldn't quite finish it off, Brock, but the offense sure can as they begin here 1st and goal. The give now to Vaughn. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs tie this game 7-7. Tie ball game now as they send this away. Bigsby with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Broncos and this running back headed back out for a new series. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense more good numbers well into this 2nd half. Throw here on 1st. Caught by Pat Bryant. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 30.
They give up the gut to Bigsby. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop.
It's a gain of a yard.
Going with Bigsby here. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
And the Broncos, 1st down.
Pass play coming here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Working now from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Let's see what they went with on third down.
And it's third down.
Third and long for him here. Brings it deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. So third and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Watson gets it. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's second and 11. Looking in the air here. Completed over the middle. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
12 yards. That's another Broncos.
Here's Chubb. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. Second and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone. Now looking to throw. And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a third quarter lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chiefs 7.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
To kick off for the Broncos.
Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chiefs and Deuce Vaughn out to begin another drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And he's going to score! Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the third. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
Butker to try the point after. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Chiefs tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Broncos ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys, friends that are defensive guys. Well, my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
Brings up second and 5.
Here's a counter give to Chubb. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. To the air on third and long. Complete beyond the marker. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. It's a 21-yard gain. And And the Broncos will have a first down.
First down, Broncos.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Running here with Watson. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They give inside the jump. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. He keeps it himself. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain. First and 10 now from the 30. On the run, it's Watson. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
Goes first down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Chubb running out of the gun. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. That pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play. Cracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chiefs and Deuce Vaughn out to begin another drive. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Vaughn. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards on that one. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. We just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Following the sack, they need a big chunk of yards here, Brock. It is second down and very long. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Rashee Rice. Incomplete. It's now third down and long.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. To the air, Mahomes. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Great defensive effort to reject that one. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. Before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Broncos headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They go play action on first down. This is Ingram working the left side. And this one does not go far. Second down now, 7 to go.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
This is Watson. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Third down, 1 yard to go. He'll try to do it himself. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
That's good for Broncos. First down.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
And the Broncos first down.
Here's Chubb up the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
He was brought down.
Last one got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
Brings up second and
Now Watson. And he takes it down to the 33. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Chubb gets this from the pistol. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on a big play down to the 19. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
A gain of 14. First down, Denver.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of the offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Another carry for him. And they find him after just a yard, and it's third down.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on it, keep working on it. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
And down he goes. The Chiefs got to him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
A 36-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are. and what they have to defend.
And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Hits him on the in route. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Kansas City Chiefs, first down. 1st and 10.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC.
1st and 10 at the
Chiefs
39-yard
down by a
line.
touchdown. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Coming left is Vaughn. They're backed up. Not a stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards.
Simmons on the
The
tackle.
line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Smith, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Now to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
4th down.
Down by 6. No choice but to go for this. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Throw caught by his running back. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
The Broncos back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind. Right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this one is over. He's got the Broncos the 1st down, and that should just about button up this victory. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout.
At the 49-yard line.
That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out. Kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And they take not just a victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Huard and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Kansas City.